Got a problem, come and solve it. You hate on me, you keep talking. Ain't doing nothing, keep walking. You on the gram, keep watching. Some of y'all be faking. Some of y'all be hating. A lot of y'all be looking at me, damn right, you can't take it. Man, my
What's good, man? It's your man, Wynez, aka Cedric Allen. Listen, doing a vlog real quick. You know, I just left the gym, so that's why you see me all sweaty and stuff like that. Just left the gym, you know what I'm saying? Listen, look, no pain, no gain. But this is what I want to say about ignoring flags, red flags, from different situations and people. And a lot of times, the reason why, you know, we ignore red flags, because honestly, the truth be told, we don't want to lose the person that we're with or, you know, around, or we don't want to lose a certain situation. You know what I'm saying? Especially if the situation is benefiting us. You know what I'm saying? And I can tell you countless times that how I ignore red flags in people, ignore red flags in the different women that I was in relationships with, and I paid for it. I literally paid for it with, you know, with my finances, some of them with my health, you know what I mean? Even jeopardizing relationship with my kids, you understand what I'm saying? And because I chose to ignore the red flags in relationships, in women and stuff like that. I mean, I talk about many red flags, even in so-called associates and friends, you know what I'm saying? Just because I didn't want to lose a certain situation, or I was trying to benefit for a certain situation, and then you end up paying for it in the end. So I just tell y'all out there, man, don't ignore the red flags. I don't care if it's three is enough. 3 is enough. Hell, 1 is enough, you know, because it could be a big major red flag. And then next thing you know, we prolong the situation. We prolong it. We go a couple years. Some of us go for years. We go for 7, 8, 9 years in certain situations, knowing we don't need to be in that situation because we're so afraid to lose this person, or we think in our minds that we cannot live without this person, or we cannot do better within this situation. We stuck on jobs that we know we need to go ahead and leave. We stuck in certain, you know, you guys, people, we stuck in certain situations because this making us feel a certain type of way, this making us feel good, or you know, or sexually make us feel good, or we never experienced this type of love before, or whatever the case may be, and then we stay in the situation because of what is it doing to us emotionally and how we feel and stuff. And then next thing you know, later on down the line, we suffer for it. And some of us suffer in a big way, and some of us suffer with our own lives. How many people are dead in the ground that's not here, that they didn't get out the situation they need to get out because the red flags was staring them in the face. The red flags was waving so high. And we don't blame, we gotta blame for ourselves. You know, we gotta blame ourselves for ignoring. I'm pretty sure I was a red flag in certain situations, you know what I'm saying, with people and stuff like that. And they didn't ignore with me. To be honest with you, you know what I mean? I'm not saying I was perfect. So, and you know, if you know, you got people that tell you, well, said you ain't this, you wasn't this, you wasn't that. Well, why did you stay with me so long if I was this red flag, what you was waiting for? You know, if it was evident that I wasn't gonna change, why did you stay in a relationship with me that long? Why did you be around me that long if I was this way? So either you're lying or you're telling the truth, you know, whichever one. And a lot of times it be true. A lot of us ain't perfect. We red flags in situations right now. Just take accountability. Just take accountability for it. It is what it is. We ain't perfect. We've been in a certain situation that we ourselves, we probably didn't deserve a certain person, or a certain person didn't deserve us. But a lot of times, the reason why we mess up out here, we F ourselves up because we continue to ignore the red flags. We continue to prolong the situation. We continue to stay in the mud and complain about being dirty. We do, and then we do nothing about it. We even do with our health. Like your not to go off topic, but your body is an indication of a red flag. Your body is an indication of the mindset. You are your own red flag. You are your own red flag. And you wonder why some of us are in the hospital in our 40s, going into our 50s, we can't move, we falling sick. Now it gets to the point where people are getting sick, very sick in the early stages in their early 30s, which was never like that when I was coming up. So We can be our own, we can be a detriment and be our enemy to ourselves. And we can be our own red flags, and the red flags is waving us in the face. And like I said, a lot of times, man, we mess ourselves up because we stay in the situation too damn long. We stay in the situation too long. You know you need to break up with that man. You know you need to leave that woman alone. You understand what I'm saying? You don't take nobody back when they disrespect you. That's a big red flag right there. Don't let nobody disrespect you the first time, because they're going to do it the second time. They're going to do it the third time. I know. I let people disrespect me for the first time. I didn't check them the second time, or I didn't check them the third time. By the time they did it the fourth, or fifth, or sixth time, they got too comfortable with disrespecting me. And then next thing you know, it turns into a big old fight. And then next thing you know, we got a new problem, because either I don't put hands on somebody, or somebody put their hands on me, or we throwing stuff out. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just checking the person or checking that disrespect at the door. But that's not on the person that disrespect us. That's on us. That's on me, because I prolong it. I let it go for so long. So don't prolong the situation. You notice a red flag, check that red flag at the door. If the person you with continue to disrespect you, leave that person alone, because they're going to continue to do it again. Leave the situation, because the situation is not good for you. I don't care if you're on a job. I don't care if you're in a business venture. Man, don't stay in the situation because it's paying you good money, because all you're going to do, you're going to die early anyway. You're going to die from a broken heart. You're going to die from stress. You're going to mess yourself up. A lot of y'all are overweight because you're stressed out, because you're in a situation that you don't need to be in. You're overeating. You know what I'm saying? We're killing ourselves with our own teeth. Shout out to Les Brown for saying, you know what I'm saying, for using that analogy. So don't ignore the red flags. Don't let nobody disrespect you the first time. And don't let them get away with it the second time. Matter of fact, if you let them get away, if they disrespect you the second time, that's two times too many. All right? And remember, you messed up if you gave up.